Hi everyone, it's Pam at the Paper Outpost and welcome to everybody. I am designing a page today. I thought you might like to come along for the ride and just having fun working on the current journal I'm working on. And you guys requested to see the process that I go through. It's kind of crazy, but hold on to your hats. Here we go. Let's jump in. So I picked a page. You can just pick a random page, or I thought I'd pick one of these pages. Maybe, we'll see. I don't know. Maybe I'll pick a different page. Oh, let's see. We got something there. Okay. What do we got? What do we got? Okay, how about, I like that. How about this page? Let's do something with that page. That's a pretty page. I have an idea. I'm starting to see some. Now, just so an overview, there's pinkies and greenies and coffee dyeing and some black ink in the cover. Opening up, this is a greeny and pinky purplish kind of page that I did with some glitter ink dyes, which was kind of fun on paper. And this is an eco printing I did with some leaves onto some sketch paper. So this is the base I'm working on. You can totally do this on just white paper or any kind of background that you're working on, because I'm just creating from scratch on the fly here. So one thing I see in my little bucket is this might contrast well there. This is I believe this is from Thailand. Don't quote me. I could be wrong. I think it's from Thailand, and it's a lottery ticket. That's what I'm going with. Yeah. Okay, I think. But this would also make a nice little pocket. Maybe it's a little thin, so I want to strengthen it up a little bit. And so I'm digging in my scrap pile looking for a piece of anything. Here we go, we got something. Here's, it's kind of a nice paper, we won't use that. Should we? That was nice contrast? Oh, nope, we don't want that much contrast. Okay, so what, Pam? What do you got? What do you got? How about this little mappy thing? Too busy, right? Yeah, too much going on there. Okay, maybe something related to it, but not yet. Back in the pile, digging. I have a ton of stuff here. It's not like I have a shortage of anything. Okay, so I just have a little piece of leftover book page that I was working with the other day, and I think this would be a good backing for it to give it just a little bit more strength. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to put some glue in the center to anchor it. And you can glue the whole thing down, but I think I'm going to sew this one around just to finish off the edges. So let me, where's my scissors? Where's my scissors? Well, they can't go far. I haven't moved, so they can't go far. That's my pinking shears. No. Oh, did I hang them up? Oh my gosh, I put them away where they're supposed to be. That would be the last place I'd look for them. All right, so I'm just going to, we should probably actually use the tearing ruler for this. Yeah. All right. It's not officially a tearing ruler. I just call it a tearing ruler because it's a metal ruler and it has a nice sharp edge on it. And it just makes tearing paper very easy and no measuring needed, which is so much fun. All right, I'll be back. I'm going to go sew. Be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I just went around and I sewed around the edges, not very neatly, and that's by design because that's the only way I can do it because I'm not a master seamstress. But sometimes that comes in handy in the junk journal world because the craziness of it all gives you a sense of random, rustic, weathered, handmade look and appeal. So I am going, and what the sewing also does, a side benefit, it actually reinforces and strengthens your piece. So this is making this piece nice. Now that would actually look pretty too. That's kind of cool, right? Completely different look. But I think we're going to go for the Thai government lottery ticket here. Okay, so we are just going to glue this babe down. Come on, little guy. Going to find your happy place here in this journal. See, you thought you were worthless and had no sense of purpose after you didn't win them the mega, I don't know what the currency is called in Thailand. All right, somebody knows the currency in Thailand. But whatever it is, this person, I don't think won. If they won, oh geez, then I'm really wasting a very valuable lottery ticket here as an embellishment. But hey, sometimes you just have to live dangerously. Yeah. So if you get this journal, be sure to make sure that these aren't winners because, you could be a wealthy person. And we'll just let that land where it does in the world. All right. So remember, if you get a little glue ball that doesn't need to be there, quickly get in there and roll off with your fingers. And that should take care of any of that stuff. Okay. All right, so now what are we going to do? All right, so we have a pocket, and the pocket can be stuffed. We have a lot of decoration on this already, so I could leave this just as is, which would be very nice, and I may do that. But I think I want to add a little something, and I've got some purple flower here, and I've got this purple flower, and for some reason this purple flower tells me, I want to be on the page. I want to be on the page. Just put me, oh, that's kind of cool. I could do a corner thing, which could just be a decoration in and of itself, or I could tear the flower out and stick it there, or migrate it around the page. What do you want to do? We already have a square thing here, so I think another square thing is too much square. So I'm going to roll with the, let's do something different to give the eye something else to look at, because randomness, when things are out of place, the eye will gravitate naturally towards it. So if everything is very uniform, it can be a very relaxing place for the eye to go. And if that's the mood you're seeking, then by all means, go for it. But if you're trying to create some visual interest where you want the eye to bounce around, put something on an angle, tear something out. This is a straight cut, this is a torn cut, just as an option. Break an edge. Oh yeah, this is something I want to go over with you guys. Be brave and break an edge. You don't always have to land in the center of the page. Go a little above the page. Yeah, why? Why would you want to do that? Because when you close the book, then you have like this little thing like tickling out, and it's like, oh, what's that in there? There's something stuffed in there. I must see what that is. It's calling me. So let's do that. Let's be very brave and wild and crazy, and go ahead and do that. All right, so I'm just going to glue this whole thing down. I could have actually made this into an upper tuck as a tiny upper tuck, but since I've got a lower pocket, I'm not going to put an upper tuck and a lower pocket. I could, but I'm not today. Oh, I put the glue too high. That's okay, it'll dry. Okay, so just put it where you think you might want to do it. You can do it on an angle, you can do it straight. There we go. Okay, I think that looks kind of cool. And we could be totally done here. I think what would look nice inside of here is some neutral ephemera, since we have a lot of busy. I have these beautiful, I don't know what kind of paper this is. It feels like tracing paper or parchment paper. It's very thin. It's a profit and loss statement. Let's see. Oh, they made a little money. Yep, it's okay. Everything's going to go all right. Carry on. Don't know when this came from, but it's an old vintage piece. And it has a really cool feeling, and this nice tissuey paper gives interesting texture. Let's see, how narrow do I have to go to get it in there? And how tall do I want it to pop out? Do I want it to pop out and stick out? Or do I want it to fold up and tuck in? Oh, the questions that must be answered. All right, so let's see what we got. Probably a little wide. So what do we back up? And we change it to a trifold as opposed to a just a single fold there. And this way, this paper is nice and thin, so it's not going to have any problem fitting in there. Okay, there we go. You just slip her in. Remember I said wait till it's dry before you put it in there. Okay, so we have that. All right, so that is there. And do we need anything else? Let's see. I feel like maybe something. Now I could do something to this itself. Maybe I do want to do something to that. Maybe I want to have a bird come across and walk across the top of that. I think I'm going to use forest moss. I don't know why I want that, but this is my world. These are probably, I'm going to call them gremlin feet, because as I'm working, all of a sudden, oops, the little gremlin came along and walked across my page. And maybe my little gremlin walked off the page, walked over there, but started over here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so let me zoom in so you can see. Okay, can you see? Yep. So that's what that looks like. A little gremlin just came walking across, a little bird gremlin. Am I recording? Yes, okay. Okay, so keep recording. Oh, I'm zooming out, that's what I'm doing. I am out. Yeah, that's in. That's out. Okay, yeah, sorry. I think I want a little more definition around here. So I think what I'm going to do is take my old brown dauber and just ink it up a little bit. This helps emphasize the air, the age, and the wear, which comes out air when you try and say them both at the same time. So this just helps amplify the agedness. And see that fold that I made in there? I'm gonna work with that. Instead of just pretending like it's not there, I'm gonna emphasize it like it is there, like it was a fold that was on the old paper. And that even brings it out more. So now when I slide that little pup back in, It pops a little bit more. And I like that. Pops against the pretty greeny pink background. And yeah, so let's see, what else can we do here? I would say pretty much that one's done. I may come and do a little more with it, but I think I'm going to let it rest at the moment and just go explore on a different page and see what we have. Maybe I got to do one more thing. I don't really need to do this, but I could. I have this out, and I feel like maybe just one. No, we did that already. How about this one? I haven't done this one yet. That could be kind of cool. It's different. I don't know. It's just sitting beside me here. How about you? Here's some funny little stickery things. Do you want to be on there? Is that too much? No, that's weird. Don't want to throw the vintagey theme off. Oh, what about you? It's a weird little flower. No. So you got to try these things on for size, and you'll know when you put it up there. Does it add? Does it make your heart skip and a beat, or does it say, "What on earth are you thinking, Sally? Retreat, retreat." I don't know, for some reason I just want a little something, and I don't know what it is exactly, but I'm going to grab a little paper clip for no reason. There's no reason happening here. I'm just going to put that little paper clip there. For some reason, I just feel like that completes it. I just needed something there. I don't know why, it just felt right, and I went for it. Okay, I may come back and do more, but I'm going to leave that as is right now. I'm just going to roll over here to another section, maybe the middle section. What do we got? Oh, I did that one already. I got to find an empty one. All right, well, let's see what we got. Let's amplify this a little bit more. Okay, so what I did was I went ahead and I put a piece of pre-made embellishment down. This was a playing card. Let me zoom it in so you can see a little better. It's a playing card that has been covered in napkin and then sewn around the edges. And then I put a little bit of stickles on the bottom just for fun. And I did the glue like this shape, backwards L. Whoops, sorry, backwards L, backwards L. Okay, backing out. Oh, that's way too far. Oh gosh, now we're somewhere else. Hang on. Oh, let me get up. Okay, there's my normal button. There it is. Okay, I'm back down. Okay. All right, so on the back of this page is I used this page to mop up some dies I was working with, and that's why it looks kind of random splotcher. So yeah, if you have a bunch of dies down on your, let's say you're working on a surface and there's extra, just grab any page. This is just a college rule page, and I just went and mopped it up and just stick it in your supply list. Your supply pile. You never know when you're going to use it. And today it kind of bounces off the blue here. This is a cabbage dyed paper that I made, and yes, I will do that. I'll show you how to do that if you've never done it. It's very fun and very satisfying and rewarding. The color you get is just amazing. But let's focus on this little guy right here, right now. So I do have this bucket, a Ziploc bag full of stuff that I'm using to pull and add things here. So what have I got? Oh, I got a doily. That's kind of cute. That would be pretty. Could add something like that. All right, that's a possibility. This is very decorated. This is mildly decorated. I could do something like this. Okay, I made these the other day. Do something like that. That's pretty. I do like that. I like that. Okay, let's go with this. All right, so I'm going to use this as a top trim. This is just page trims. I'll try and link the video below if I remember to do it. But I just did it a little while ago. It's called page trim. If you search on my channel page for page trim, it should pop up. All right, let me pop this down here. That also hides the little circle there. Not that you have to hide the little circle, but if you wanted to, it does handle that for you. And I'm just going to let it hang over a little bit. Okay, hanging over just a little bit. If you find some of your stuff is coming undone, you just get back in there with a little more glue and you glue it down. There we go. Oh, right there. You're going to live there. There. Okay. All right, so we got that. We got the top done. It's not going to interfere with the spine. We're good there. We're all nice and glued. Okay, so now I think I like the way this looks. I don't want to do too much to that other than put some ephemera in there, some old stuff. So let me see what I got. Whoops. See what I got. See what I got. Oh, that would be nice too. Maybe I want to give him a writing page. Nah, wrong color. Let's see. You know, it's funny. I pulled all this stuff and I got nothing. All right, here's something. This is a beautiful caramel colored page. and it's really very delicate, very thin. So I might only use part of it. I think if I fold it in half, it's gonna break. So let me just try this. That's probably not straight, but we'll just see. Okay, tore on a nice edge there. It's very brittle up here, but I have to have something that's at least that big. So let me make it smaller to fit, and maybe I will back it onto something to give it a little extra emphasis so it has some strength, and then I can make it into a big journal card, something like that. That might be fun. Let's try that. Very delicate little pages. If it doesn't fit, I'll find something else. Don't worry. Yep, all this old stuff will come to good use. All right, let's see if you'll fit now. You little stinker. I think you might. Let me just shave off a little more on the bottom. Put the smaller end under the ruler when you're tearing. And then press firmly and hold your breath. That's what we do. Yeah. It's very scientific. Yes. I took many classes to get to master that baby. Yeah, I just apparently removed my stickles with my elbow. So I'm going to re-glue it on with, can you see? Okay. With some glue. There we go. Like it never happened. Yeah, okay. All right, so we have this. So now where's that white piece? I think that might pop nicely. Yes, let me put this down with some glue. All right. Now, okay, you know what? I'm a little nervous about gluing right on here because I think that's going to tear. So I'm going to now try and find my glue stick and figure out basically, I just want a little rim showing around the edge there. Okay. And just put a little basement glue there to hold it in the center. And you can glue it all the way to the edges if you want. You could also use an old newspaper for this if you don't have old ephemera, or, you know, whatever you like. An old book page. All right, there we go. That's pretty good. All right, let me go cut this out more shapely, and then I'm going to sew it around so you can kind of get an idea of what I'm going to make with this. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. So what I did was I sewed around and I trimmed around with my guillotine cutter, and now I have this. And you can leave the back plain if you want to do that, or you can put a sticker or a stamp or something cool on the back. Maybe put a little mushroom. That might be cute, huh? Or maybe a word. Got some cool words here. Let's see. How about 100%? Yeah, nobody knows what that means, but it sounds really good. All right, I'll just put that there. There we go. All right. And yeah, we're recording. Okay. Put that back in the bucket, and that seems kind of plainy Janey. A lot of white there. I got to do something else to it. Let me get I'm going to grab some you know, this stuff. The stuff with the writing on it. Yeah, script stamp. There we go. I heard ya. I heard ya. Okay. Let's put a little down there. It doesn't look so in your face white there. That kind of handles a lot of ills. If you ever have that situation, this thing is like awesome. It's like, there. Now I could ink around the edge, but I think not. I think not, because there's a lot of contrast on this page and this page. So I think I might just leave that. I'm not going to over ink. There's no such thing as over inking. Ink as much as your heart desires. Just ink away. Okay, so I have this, and I am going to, now this should fit if I measured right, with my non-measuring technique. There. Okay, so now I have that, and that is good, and I can tuck more in there, which I may very well do. Let me see what I can tuck in there. I have some stuff I can do for contrast. I have these little receipts. That might be cute, yeah. So I have this size, and then this size. So kind of graduating up in size scale, and then the blue is picking up the blue. That's not mandatory, it just kind of happened that way. But I think I'm going to be okay with that. And I think I like the idea of leaving that blank in case somebody wants to come along and do some journaling on these pages. There's still lots of pages, and they also have this area to write on. So I left them lots of stuff. Yeah. Okay. There. Do you need something in the corner? You might. You might need a little something. I could use some washi. I could use a button. I could use a bling. I could use this little thing. No. We're going to try things on for size. Can you see? I got to sit up. Oh, yeah, you can see. Okay. Here's a little button. Oh, that's kind of cute. I think I'm going to do that, but I think I'm going to change the hue of it a little bit. I have silver sparkles here, so maybe I want to grab my silver gilding paste. It's just kind of weird, but it might work. Let's see what we get. We're just putting a little silver on it to knock back the in-your-face pinkedness of it, but still having some silver going on. Okay, yeah, that's kind of cute. I like that. All right, so let's get the, and this stuff dries. I mean, it's very soft to use initially, and then it dries. Now, I don't think you can get that brand anymore, Art C, but I don't think they make it anymore. But there's another brand called Pentart, which I use, and I've been very happy with, and I would say it's almost identical. So if you get Pentart, P-E-N-T-A-R-T, that's also in my Amazon store if you're looking for it, if you can't find it, but you can probably find it on eBay or Amazon or something like that if you're looking for it. There. Okay, so let me take you close so you can see that. Okay, now I don't think we're done there. I feel like, I don't know what it is. Something in me says I need something. And you know what it's saying? It's saying that you have a lot of stringies up here. Maybe you need like a counter stringy down here. So I have this feeling like I'm not recording, but apparently I am. Okay, so I'm digging in my string-a-pile. Lots of stuff I can do here. I already used that. I want to use something different. I like to use a lot of variety in my journals, but journals can be uniform and beautiful, or lots of variety and complete diversity and beautiful. So to do what makes your heart sing, I want a little neutral piece. What are you? You're not doing anything. Sitting over there, goofing off. I think I want that little piece. Do I? Well, let me try a slim piece. Maybe I just want a little tiny piece of lace. Pull you up and tuck you under. Let me get you up more. Come on. Come on. You just can't sit there. All right, now we're gluing this in place before I'm ready. Okay, put you there. Put you on. Okay. Oh, I like that better. Yeah. Okay, so now let me show you. Okay. Right, clap. Here's the little corner. Just building a little, come on, focus. There we go. A little clustery thing in the corner there. Back out. Okay, let's see where we're going with this. I feel like I need something else, and I think it's going to be something white because I've got this white border, and I might need a little splash of white right there in the corner to balance that. So I've got the three big things growing that way, and then I have a tiny little three things in the corner balancing it this way. I don't know why, that just seems to make sense for me. Okay, so I'm going to use a piece of material. Oh, it's what? Yeah, and that bird makes me think of bird nesty like stuff. And so I look for material that looks like something a bird would nest out of. This kind of looks nesty. Let me see what I can do with. Oh, it'd be nice if I showed you. This kind of looks nesty. It's bed sheet and laundered bed sheet. And I just want a tiny little piece, and I gotta whip this up again because I'm gonna put it underneath. Yerp. Maybe even smaller. Sometimes it's just the little tiniest piece that can maybe fray it a little bit. Look like the bird worked it. It is springtime. There's a lot of birds doing stuff out there, so maybe we gotta do something like that. And then let's get some more Fabrifix. Fabrifix clear silicone glue. And that works well, fabric to paper, and paper to paper. Great stuff, glues fast. Get in there and get her done kind of stuff. All right, let's try that. I like to put those little circles, the little holes for the thread on an angle. And okay, so this is what we have now. You see that there. Can we focus? No, we want to do that one. All right, so we have a little something. And I am apparently struggling with this because I'm not liking it. And I work with it until I'm happy with it. And I want it to feel good. And where's that little piece of thing I threw away before? Does anybody see it? It's that little piece of white material. I think I need a bigger piece. Yeah, I think this needs to sit on something so you can see it. Okay, so let's try that. Let's whip this whole thing off. So you still have time to work. Whoop, yeah, that's okay. We'll cover that. Can you see that? Okay, so I just tore that off. That's okay. But let me put this down. This will be a nice little accent. I needed more of a white presence popping against the busy background here to give it some pop appeal. So, okay, we're going to have to put that down. You're too long now. Okay, there. It's got to be just right. It's like, what's her name? Goldilocks? You know, she got the porridge, not quite right. Not quite right. Got to keep working with it until happiness sings. So let's try again. All right, a little more glue down. And this is it's like a giant grand experiment, but you just gotta sort of, I'm gonna put it on angle. Maybe that'll help. Do I want to stick this down on top of it? Maybe I could do that. All right, maybe I don't even need the button. All right, let me try that. Do I need the button? Okay, let me see. Is that more of a white background? Can you see? Yeah, that's kind of cute, right? All right, so I'm probably over fussing on that one little spot, but I think it's going to be good. Let me secure this, super secure. Yeah. All right, there we go. I want to do something more to that button. I think it needs something more. Let me try more silver. Almost there. I'll let that dry. That'll show up a little bit more. Okay, knocks it back a little bit. All right, I'm going to leave that as such. And we shall, where are we? We're at 26. Well, we got to start wrapping things up. So thank you very much for hanging out. I love hanging out with you guys. You guys are awesome. You give me so many ideas. You have no idea. And it's so nice to know that we're all hanging out and we're crafting and we're having fun and we're remembering it's only paper and we get to spend time and, you know, even if it's asynchronous, we're not at the same time or the same place, but we're enjoying each other's company and energy, because I certainly feel it coming from you guys. So thank you so much. And you give me so many grand ideas. And there's my honey walking by the door, smiling at me. So yeah, hey, if you're a new member, please remember to like, subscribe, and share. If you find value here, hit the notification bell down below if you want to be notified of any of my, all of my videos that come out. And if you're looking for any favorite tools or supplies that I use, just check out my Amazon store. All links are down below. You'll find my Etsy store link there to vintage digital kits. I got a whole bunch in there. You can buy 24/7, print them out on your computer or your printer at home, and sign up from a newsletter. You'll get it's an emailed newsletter. It's free. It comes out once a month, and you get a free digital image with that you can download and print at home. I also give you a checklist of supplies, journal supplies, if you're collecting items to make journals with. This is just a grand list that will help you remember what to grab when you see it. And a note from the bookmaker, that is basically this. It is a note explaining what a junk journal is and how it may be used, so that you can tuck it into your book and hopefully give your recipient some ideas if they're unfamiliar with junk journals. And also, oh, my podcasts, I do those Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. No, I do my videos Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays at 7 a.m. Eastern time. And I do my podcasts, which are all audio, Tuesdays and Thursdays. And you can find me on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and about 8 platforms total. They're free to listen to, so feel free to have a listen while you're walking the dog, or you're doing the laundry, or you're exercising. And what else? Oh, it's all junk journal related stuff, and it's different from my videos. It's just other topics I love to ramble about. And my Instagram, Pinterest, Etsy, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook are other places you can explore, the Paper Outpost. And come on and join our Facebook group. We're having a blast out there. We do weekly and monthly challenges. It's called the Paper Outpost FB Facebook. FB group, and also the link is down below if you're looking for that. And it's very fun, very low stress, and very high in creativity and fun and sharing and answering questions and everything junk journal related. And remember that fun can be simple, and create with reckless abandon, everybody. And I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.